Yo, 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 what up, YouTube? Hopefully, y'all are doing well today. I'm gonna give you a ride home on my Ninja 500. This is a standard base model, nothing fancy about it. Take a quick walk around the bike so y'all can see. Yeah, I just love the color of this bike. Super nice. So I've only had this bike for about 2.5 months. I've got a little over 200 miles. We are currently at 263, if y'all can see that. So I'm still in break-in period, so we're taking it easy. We're not trying to ride it too tough here. But hopefully you guys can get a good ride home with me. Hopefully there's not too much wind noise. Looks like we're still recording. Cool. So, all right, y'all, let's roll. All right, y'all. So I try to do a little talking as we're riding here. I'm not used to riding and talking, so we'll see how this goes here. All right, y'all. So I will tell y'all, I love this bike. I've only had it a couple months, like I told you, but I love this bike. It's a great bike for a beginner. I'm not going to say if you're looking for something that's really going to have you a whole lot of responsive throttle, this probably isn't going to be the bike for you. Perfect little bike for someone who's just getting into motorcycling or getting into motorcycling after taking some time off. You know, great bike, great bike. I love it. So I will tell y'all, I bought my bike at Eco Fun there in Forest Lake, Minnesota. I got a great deal for it. So I think the base price out the door, I think I walked out of the door at about 6,100, right about there financing. I did finance it. Got a pretty good deal on financing. My insurance, I go through Progressive. I got a really good rate through Progressive, but that can change depending on, there's a lot of factors in insurance. So driving history, all that good stuff. So it may vary depending. Yeah, I'm bad at turning my blinkers off, as you can see. It is a beautiful day out here. When I say in the 80s, it's kind of hot. While I'm riding on this bike, it's nice and cool, but when I stop, you do feel that heat blazing on you. It's hot. So I guess one thing I will tell you guys about this bike, excellent gas mileage. It's not going to be the fastest bike in the world. So again, if you're looking for something fast, this probably isn't a bike for you. But it's a great commuter. I mean, I want to say I get about 100 miles to the gallon. So, just be careful when you're out here riding because you never know what people are going to do. So I'm always observing when I'm riding this bike. Most definitely. But again, like I said, it really depends on your riding skill. Everybody learns at their own pace. So, yeah, bike is easy to shift, easy to ride. No quick shifter, which would be nice to have, but I'm not sure how often I'd use it, even if I had one. So I did go with the base model, no ABS, only because I've never ridden a bike with ABS. I started off on the 600cc. So this bike to me is a lot more tame than that bike, and in all honesty, a lot easier to ride than that bike. On the 600cc or anything bigger than that, you really, it's that throttle you have to really watch out for, because in all honesty, if you hit that throttle too hard, the bike is it's gonna take off on you. It's a fast bike, so yeah, we're just gonna cruise here. It's going downshift. Yeah, we see a couple bikers out today. That's what's up. So yeah, let's throw this in neutral for a minute. So, oh man, y'all, I hope you're getting this recording because, in all honesty, I didn't check my mic when I took off. So I'm hoping y'all get some good footage here. You know, if you guys got any questions about anything, always drop, your comments. I'll try to reply as I can. Kind of busy person, so I don't have a whole lot of time to be replying, but I will get back to you guys if you have questions, anything like that. So, while you're out here, I know it's hot, and wearing gear isn't always the most comfortable in this kind of heat, but I always wear gear. I don't think I've ever ridden my motorcycle without a helmet, and I don't think I ever would wear it without a helmet. Now, as you can see, I wear gloves. I have a little mesh jacket with a little armor on it, my backpack, and just regular boots. And I feel like I'm safe enough. If I ever hit the ground, I don't know. We'll see. Never had an accident, knock on wood. Never laid my bike down, knock on wood. So, y'all, I'm really trying to keep my RPMs right around 5,000 because, like I said, I'm not in my break-in period yet. So, we're really not trying to push this. I think the fastest I've had this bike probably is about 75 so far. So, which is pretty fast considering I wasn't even on the freeway. So, yeah, y'all, we're just cruising. Man, it's a beautiful day. Once we hit this street down here, we'll pick it up a little bit. Yeah, this is a rough little road right here, So I thought I'd give you guys a ride today because the rest of the week's supposed to be rainy. So I don't know if I'm going to get to ride my bike to work the rest of this week. So I figured I'd take you guys on a quick ride. I don't post a whole lot of videos, but hopefully if people show interest, I'll post more. I just like to see bike riders out here, man. I wish more people get into bike riding. It's so much fun. You don't really know until you've actually ridden a bike how much fun it is. I mean, even if it's an automatic scooter, tons of fun. And a learning experience, it still gives you the experience to learn, Now, I'm sure not everybody wants to learn how to work a clutch, but in all honesty, if you've ever driven a car, this bike is a lot like that. So if you've driven a stick before, you do have an advantage on some of these folks. All right, y'all. She messing my flow up, man. Messing my flow up, as always. You always got somebody out there who don't know what the hell they're doing. So that's why I said you just got to be defensive when you're out here riding, because people don't really look for bikers, and I don't think they really even care, honestly. Yeah, I don't even think they really care. So, I'm just defensive. When I'm out here riding, I'm watching everyone. So. Now, I can say I like the position of this bike. I'm 5'10", so I can pretty much hit my feet on the ground when I'm standing at a stoplight or anything on this bike. I mean, it's perfect height for me. I wish it was a little faster, but in all honesty, how much speed do you really need when you're just commuting? And that's pretty much all I use this bike for. And like I told you guys earlier, it gets excellent gas mileage. Excellent, excellent. Now, they said this bike runs a little hot. In my opinion, seems to run pretty well for me. I haven't noticed it really over 100 very often. And we don't have a lot of gauges on here. So, oh, the one thing I was going to tell you guys is with the base model, you do get access to the Rideology app, which is pretty sweet. Now, I was a little disappointed that they didn't give us more features on the app. I feel like for free, I can't complain that we have access to it, but we really only have access to the battery information as well as your trip information. And as a matter of fact, I forgot to record my trip when we started here because I actually meant to show you guys. Yeah, I meant to show you, but I forgot to start it. So maybe I'll show you at another time. I'll put pictures in my video that'll actually, give you a good idea of the Rideology app and what you get on it when just got the standard base model. Now, if you get the SE model, you actually get a lot more features, a lot more bang for your money. Yeah, get a lot more bang for your money. So, yeah, so we're at about 57, below 5,000 RPMs in sixth gear. So it rides pretty average. Like I said, it's not the fastest bike in the world, but it's definitely fast enough that, you can get around traffic and move through traffic. I've had no problems doing that. Would I like to open up the throttle and rip it? Man, maybe, once I break it in, we'll put it through a full test and I'll let you guys know at that point. I can't really, give you 100% how I feel about it right now just because, honestly, I haven't really had a chance to break this bike in just yet. So we're still working on that. So yeah, guys, man, I love this bike. I do. If I could ride this every day to work, I would. But man, we have days it's rainy. We have days it's not so great to ride. I don't personally like riding in the rain myself. I think it's just kind of a personal thing. Me myself, I don't like riding in the rain. I don't like being wet, and I don't like being cold. So even with rain gear, I'm sure it keeps you dry, but it's just not my preference. Since you have to already watch out for people and pay attention to the roads, it just makes it that much harder in the rain. You have to concentrate on not riding too fast, not hitting your brakes too hard, not too much throttle. So, all the fun stuff. It's just learning curve is all. So if you guys are out there thinking about riding, go ahead and ride. I mean, try something new if you haven't done it. You might just like it. And I tell y'all, I ripped this bike more, but we're still in break-in period, so I can't really, whip her too fast for y'all. I would love to, and we'll give a little twist of the throttle. Let's see what we could do here. So that was about a quarter twist. So we're up to 64. Didn't take us long to get up to that speed. All this is up here. Let me get out this lane if I can. Oh, that's a tow truck. That's just a tow truck, man. You had me fooled, bruh. I'm about to slow down for no reason, bruh. Alright. See, this is the kind of throttle. So, if you hit the 60, yeah. By quarter throttle, you start to feel it push, But again, like I said, it's not going to give you a whole lot, man, because in all honesty, again, it's only a 500cc bike, man. Brakes, excellent. Everything else, excellent. And I will tell y'all, I had the best experience with EcoSport, EcoFun is where I bought my bike. I had the best experience with them. I bought the bike. I went down there, I believe it was a Friday after work. And I usually get off at 4, so I didn't make it down there till I made it down there about 4 o'clock. But the thing is, I didn't actually drive away with the bike that day. I bought it that day, but I didn't drive away with it. Yep, I sure didn't drive away with it only because see, the bike has plenty of passing power, y'all. And that's what I'm telling y'all. It's got plenty of power, man. We don't need to be going nuts. So this bike got plenty of power. Let's get around these slow folks for a minute here. Y'all, I love this bike. I must say, I love this bike, man. I don't know why folks do this, man. You know, clog up every lane. Pisses me off. Because I want to roll in front of them. Like, why are y'all clogging up every single lane? Come on now. Seriously. Come on, can you speed up, homeboy? We're going to miss the damn lake, man. Come on now. Alright, I guess we're just going to stay in this lane because I see traffic right up here backing up on us. So, yep, y'all, just be careful. You know, whatever you do out here, just watch out for people. Wear your gear, be safe, have fun, because it is really fun. I love riding my bike. Alright, come on, y'all. So, yep, be safe out here, man. Yeah, my gear shifting is a little, it's not the greatest right now. I'm still getting back into it, man. It's been a while since I've ridden, so it's not the smoothest right now, but we'll work that out as I get used to this bike. This bike's a little different than all the other ones I've ridden, or that I've owned, I should say. This is the first brand new bike I've owned. And honestly, for the price of bikes, I wouldn't really recommend going and buying a used bike when you could buy something like this for as much as what you're going to find off of Amazon, off of Facebook Marketplace, or even Craigslist or any place like that. So, you know, I would go check out a new bike first. But again, you might find some good bikes out there that are still a good value, you know, for the money and the year and mileage, so forth. I don't know what to look for when buying a used bike. I bought a few used ones, but I had a buddy who actually sold bikes when I bought my last bike, so they hooked me up and I bought it from them. He also did all the work on my bike, so I didn't have to be a mechanic either. So, yep, y'all, we're getting there, Yep. Oh, look at this truck want to pull in front of me. Frick you. That's alright, though. Yeah, that was dangerous. I probably shouldn't have did that. Yeah, that could have been a little dangerous. But, you know, hey, just use your common sense. All I gotta say. You know, y'all won't see me whipping 100 miles an hour on this bike. Unless we do a freeway test and I get an opportunity, then yeah, we're gonna see what this bike does, man. And I know this bike has plenty of power, because like I told you guys, it's pretty fast. So, still recording, that's good. I hope y'all enjoyed this ride. We're almost home now. We ain't too far now. No, sir. Almost home. I'm sorry about the wind noise y'all are catching, maybe, man. I don't know. I've never really tested this mic while riding, so I hope this video turns out alright for y'all. Alright, y'all. So I love this has a slipper clutch. So I don't really have to rev match as much because, it takes care of the engine. There's no slippage. I've never had no problems downshifting, upshifting, nothing like that on this bike. Matter of fact, runs through all the gears pretty smooth. I can say that first, second, and third don't have a whole lot of power. Yeah, you're not going to get much out the power band in those gears. But once you hit fourth gear, oh man, this sucker's out. You don't even have to sit around and be playing around no more waiting on people. No, you will pass them. Trust me, you will pass them. I love the brakes, man. Got excellent brakes. Now, y'all make sure to use your back and front brakes. Yeah, when you're stopping, use your back and front brakes. I use a little bit more of my front brake than my back brake, only because my front brake is a little more responsive. You don't want to grab on it too tough. Just go ahead and lightly press it. It'll stop you, along with the back brake. So, yeah, another day in the hood, y'all. This is North Minneapolis right here. Look at my boy in his Can-Am. That's what's up. That's what's up, y'all. But we in the hood, yo, North Minneapolis. This is Penn Avenue. Yo, this is kind of a rough spot, y'all. If you come through the hood, just be careful, yo. Yep, yep. My man out here delivering mail. Man, this light is long. Come on, y'all. What the hell, dude? The bike idle's perfect. I can't even tell y'all how much mileage I get because it's so good I don't even keep track. All I know is I can ride this bike and I usually only have to fill it up like once a week, honestly. Straight up. The other thing I love about this bike is it's so light. I could just flick this bike around all day, y'all. I rode my buddy's, what was it, a Gold Wing. I don't remember what Gold Wing it was, but it was so heavy. I couldn't believe the weight difference between this bike and his Gold Wing. It was a huge difference. Huge difference. And I must say, I love my Ninja. I do. I don't think I'd even get a different bike. If I was to go back and do it all over again, I think I'd buy the exact same bike, exact same color, and from the same what's the name. Oh, back to my story, you guys. I didn't even tell you. I got distracted. So when I got my bike, I went down to the dealership. I was only in there for about an hour. For about an hour, and it was cool because I got all the paperwork done. I didn't ride home with the bike that day because it was raining. It was really storming pretty good that day. So I scheduled to have my bike delivered, and they said they were going to deliver it on Thursday because normally they do deliveries on Tuesday or Thursday or something close to that. So let me turn this off so I can talk for a minute. So, yeah. Anyways, Tuesday comes. I'm calling the dealership because I never got a call and my bike didn't come. So I'm calling the dealership and I'm trying to figure out where the bike is. And after a little bit of time, they said there was a confusion that they actually, and here's the app, guys. So let me show you real quick. So this is the app here. This is the Rideology app. Yep. So here, it's going to be all the bike information. Only thing we really see here is our ride history. So it'll show us all our rides. Cool thing is if you open it up and you look, it gives us a glance. But if we actually click on it, it'll take us in here. We can highlight these and it actually shows us down here a graph of everything, our RPMs, our speed, our water temperature, and I think that's it. You can play it by pushing play here and going through it, and it takes you on the trip. It's actually pretty cool. It's really the only benefit we get with the Rideology app, because as you can see, there's nothing here, nothing there, and that is just the what's the name? So, y'all, it's pretty cool. I was a little disappointed by that, but in all honesty, all good, y'all. So anyways, if you guys got questions, hit me up on the next one. Have a good one, YouTube.